Hi, hello. I wanted to ask a question to start this episode, or it's not an episode, it's not a series, it's not a video series where I talk sequentially or discuss some common thing sequentially. So in this video, I wanted to start off this video by asking a question, and the question basically is, have you ever felt that you're overwhelming yourself? Or in other words, have you ever felt that you're spreading yourself too thin? Because I'm recently under the pressure of overwhelming, like overwhelmness, if that's a thing. You get what I'm trying to say. I'm basically overwhelming myself and I'm spreading myself too thin. And I'm trying to be jack of all trades. I'm trying to do a lot of things at the same time. And this is quite stressful. And the mentality that I have, the mentality that I have that I wish I can dispose of, I wish I can get rid of. Basically, like there are two different parts that compose my mentality. First off, perfectionism, and second off, um, I think that's a byproduct of perfectionism. It's not really the second part of the coin or the second piece of the coin, but it's basically one of the byproducts that get packaged, that get served with the package of perfectionism, which is once I start something, I can't really just stop it. I can't really stop in the middle of something. For example, the things that I'm focusing on right now for my life, the things that I do daily, are one, taking care of what I have already, the portion of the Quran that I have already memorized. And right now, I recently started or restarted reading in the Bible, um, and I read some good amount daily, and that has been an extra plate that has been served to my table, if that makes sense. And also, I try to, I most importantly, I try to take care of my health and I try to build a better body and I try to work out and I try to go jogging because I want to build, good figure, a good stature, and at the same time, I want to have a good stamina because there is this culture where you have a big muscular body, you have a lot of muscles and you have a big muscular muscle mass, but at the same time, if you jog for a couple of kilos, if you jog for a couple of 100 meters, your body won't be able to take it, your body won't be able to handle it. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to tip one end of the one side of the scale too heavily. I want to have a balanced out scale. I don't want to have an overwhelmingly tipped out scale. I want to have a scale whose two ends are equally balanced. That's what I'm trying to get into. That's what I'm trying to attain when it comes to my body. Because I'm trying to build a better body that is going to be able to carry me out into my, I don't know if I'm going to live over 60. Um, I hope not to live over 60. I just want to die early. I want to die as young as 40 or 45. Most people like to live old. They want to live through their life. They want to live longer. They want to have a long life, but that doesn't apply to me. And that's not because I don't like life or something. That's not because I've got enough of life or something, that I'm fed up with life or something. It's not that life has been brutally crushing me continuously. No. Life is good. Life isn't my life personally isn't that difficult, isn't that anything challenging. But the point is that at the end of the day, this life is gonna come to an end. And it's better to have that end as early as possible so that we don't get attached to the things that we love for now, to the things, to have a negative attachment, to have an attachment that can backfire at you. To that type of attachment that keeps you going, that keeps you basically living through life. We don't want to have that type of attachment. Instead of it giving you, instead of it giving you the power and the energy to grind through your life, we don't want that to backfire at you and basically create some negative attachment that can lead you to not wanting to die, to lead you to committing horrible stuff for the sake of the things that you love. You don't want to get to that point. Anyways, back to the burdening stuff. So the question is, have you ever burdened yourself? Starting new things when you know that your schedule is already flooded. Starting new projects when you know that you have already projects that you didn't even finish, that you're still working on, and adding these new projects to your schedule, to your calendar, isn't gonna serve you any good, but rather it's gonna hinder you, and it's gonna slow you down, and it's gonna mentally and physically overwhelm you, because more on the schedule means less sleep. Because and the thing is that you tie it up with a particular time span. You want to finish it in a particular time span. You don't want to start it and just start it, and however long it takes, it's peace with you, that it's okay with you. But you basically started having in mind that you want to finish it at a particular time. You want to finish it in a particular time span. You don't want to have it all over the place. You want to have it organized. So you are going to basically, if you are as perfectionist as I am, you are going to calculate things out in advance. You're going to pre-calculate things and see the total quantity or the total amount of whatever you started, and you are going to divide it by the amount of time that you have available for it, or you're going to divide the quantity by the time span, and you are going to portion out some of that quantity to do daily, or on a daily basis, or on a weekly basis, or a monthly basis, depending on how big that project or that thing that you want to implement or undertake is. And I'm sorry for the low-key energy. That sounds like so Gen Z. But I want to sleep so bad. I tried to wake up at 2 in the morning today. I tried to wake up at 2 a.m. But I couldn't, and then I woke up at my regular time, which is 3 a.m. now. And that's why my eyes are quite sleepy, and I feel so drowsy and sleepy. But anyways, I've got a couple of things that I need to knock off my tasks before I hit the sack. One of which is I basically the daily portion of the Bible that I have set for myself to read is 6 chapters every single day, and I have knocked 3 chapters. I have knocked out 3 chapters until now, so I have 3 chapters left. And after that, there is this video, by the way, is on the to-do list that I have. I guess after finishing this month, there is going to be a big relief, because I'm not going to be recording that daily. Maybe I'm going to be filming videos from time to time when I feel like doing a video, or when I feel like talking about something that I have on the inside that I want to get off my chest, that I want to put out there for me to rewatch and reflect upon. And one of the main purposes of making videos on YouTube in general is being able to look back at, like, when I'm 25 or something, or when I'm 30, or even a year from now, being able to look back and reflect how I sounded, how I spoke, how everything considered, the way that I thought, my concerns, are they still some of my concerns, are they still relevant in any way, shape, or form? Is the how to say, like, the way of thinking, my mentality at this age, is it still relevant? Is it still around? Is any part of that mentality still lodging around in my head? That's one of the big advantages of being born into this generation.